Hey guys, what's going on? It's Renee doing my review of the 2014 Daytime Emmys. And let me just say that this was probably one of the most unprofessional shows and really specials that I have seen, and really for the first time. When I think of the Daytime Emmys, 10 years ago, back in 2004, and even throughout the 90s, the Daytime Emmys were a big deal. It would be on a Friday night. Um, Usually at Radio City Music Hall in New York, and everybody looked forward to it. The fans looked forward to it, the soap opera writers looked forward to it, even the cast really looked forward to it. And after the tragedy that I witnessed tonight, it may be time to give a burial to the Daytime Emmys. First off, it was held again at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Of course, this is the same hotel where they host the Golden Globes. And also, just last week, they had the Critics' Choice Awards. And I thought the Critics' Choice Awards had a better production than this hot mess. Um, for me, when I think of the Beverly Hilton Hotel, of course, I think of my idol, Whitney Houston. And, of course, all that happened on February 11th, 2012. Um, Again, I wouldn't want to stay at the Beverly Hilton because knowing that, knowing that, and also too, that's not enough space again for the people that watch the soap operas and the talk shows and the children's series, which are us, the fans. Now, at least at Radio City Music Hall, and I think they even done it one year at Madison Square Garden, you can you had literally had more space to put fans, and also the fans had more participation because they could interact with their favorite soap stars. Now it seems the only time that the fans really have that interaction is through Twitter, pretty much. And so this is kind of why I was kind of going back and forth, kind of figuring, should I really watch the Daytime Emmys this year, knowing that it's not going to be televised on at all on television, whether it be on a network or even on cable. Last year with HLN hosting the Daytime Emmy Awards. So that was one thing. And then the other thing was the host, Kathy Griffin. I'm not a big fan of hers at all, really. Um, of course, when you think of Kathy Griffin, you pretty much you don't know what she's going to say because she'll just say something random that does not make sense at all. And of course, the swearing, which, again, if this was on a network show, the censors would be going crazy right now. But again, since this was pretty much streamed for those that are interested and to watch it online on several websites, I know Yahoo, they had a link to it. The Daytime Emmys, the official Daytime Emmys website had a link to it. And then, of course, other websites too that I found on Twitter, like HollywoodRadar.com, they had a link to it as well. So you had several avenues to watch the Daytime Emmys on various websites. Again, I just thought the Daytime Emmys was a complete mess. If this show was still on a network station, or even on HLN, or even that from the former SoapNet channel, they would probably be at the point where they would start recognizing actors, whether on camera or behind the scenes, that have passed away in the following year. And I don't think I saw that piece at all, which is very important too, I think, for the people that are there, and also too for the fans that maybe an actor had passed away, and just kind of seeing their face one last time to kind of like, wow, it's really true. Um, so let's get started with, I guess, the categories, I should say. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just think that if it should still have the effort, whether it's not being televised at all, to at least have some effort, because the Daytime Emmys, once upon a time, it was a big deal. I mean, like, I remember my mom and my grandma would have daytime Emmy parties, and we would guess to see who would win, and we would have our say on who dressed best, who had the worst dress. Oh, I can't talk today. So it was a big deal, and then also it was on May, during the May sweeps. That's a really big deal for the TV industry. And now just to kind of see the daytime Emmys getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and being at like the big room at the Beverly Hilton. At least make the set too. I thought the set design was kind of hurried as well, because at least if you watch the Golden Globes, at the Beverly Hilton in that space, they at least make it, stand out and pop out. It just seemed like they just put like a black curtain, some little lights, threw a podium up there, and said, "Okay, we're hosting the daytime Emmys." Like, it was just, everything was just kind of rushed, from the production to the set design, even to really like the finding the host. I think that everything was just kind of put together at the last minute. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the winners. And I'm actually kind of glad, because most of the predictions, most of the actors and shows that I had on my prediction list, they actually won. So that is the plus side to this. Okay, so for Outstanding Morning Program, you had Good Morning America that won. Then won against CBS This Morning, CBS Sunday Morning, and The Today Show. I think a lot of people really love the closeness of the talent on Good Morning America. And they don't really have a lot of backstage drama that's really known on the Today Show now. The Today Show, I think it's still kind of finding their way with the whole hosting drama, the whole Matt Lauer thing. Whether he had poured on firing Aaron Curry, we'll never know. But you kind of see that hostility on the Today Show. And then, of course, just the hours of it. Like, I prefer the 7 to 9. Like, I really don't want to watch the Today Show for most of my morning. Sorry. CBS This Morning, I mean, I think they just need to push it out more. I know they have great talent with, kind of the newsy guy, Charlie Rose, who I kind of actually watched his show on PBS when I can't fall asleep. So, Charlie Rose, very serious. And then you kind of have the serious / entertainment news with Gayle King, because being Oprah's BFF, you have pretty much access to any big event. But yeah, congrats to Good Morning America. You can just see everybody really loves each other. They love working with each other. They like being with each other. And that's why they won. And I think that's still why they're the best morning show right now. For Outstanding Talk Show Host, there was a tie between Dr. Oz and Katie Couric with her now canceled show, Katie. I really, again, most of these shows are at a time where I'm not at home. I'm usually, of course, working. But Dr. Oz, he does have a lot of interesting information on there. And you see a lot of that information being later posted on YouTube and also on Facebook as well. So I do try to catch Dr. Oz, especially if I'm working from home and also caring for an 8-month-old. So, again, congratulations to him, and also Katie Couric as well. Maybe should Katie get another talk show? We'll see. Outstanding Soap Opera. This was the final award that was presented in this real short program, and that went to Young and the Restless. Again, really surprising too that General Hospital was not nominated at all. Even though they had actors that was nominated, they also came up empty-handed as well as Bold and Beautiful and One Life to Live as well. I think this was really the only. Well, I forgot they have a nominee in the Young Actors category. But pretty much with One Life to Live, they can just hang it up, because no one's really going to pay for that much money to catch your show. I'm just going to say it out point. It's just really not the same anymore than being on TV. you're done again with smaller production cost. But anyway, I also kind of would have maybe thought Days of Our Lives would have also had a. That was pretty much Young and the Restless's main competition was Days of Our Lives. Since General Hospital was not nominated at all for this category. So Young and the Restless, they kind of did have some important deep storylines in 2013. Um, but they just really need to get this second half together and have something pop out, or else we could be seeing perhaps maybe Days of Our Lives winning, or even General Hospital if it's nominated for next year. But from everything to the death of Delia's death, that kind of was the main point. Kind of also part two with Catherine, the death of Catherine Chancellor. Um, Again with the memorial, beautiful, beautiful production and fantastic. I wouldn't even say that the actors wasn't acting. I think they were just really going off of raw emotions, and I'll explain why later on. Um, Outstanding lead actress went to Eileen Davidson from Days of Our Lives. Even though she's going to be back on Young and the Restless as Ashley Abbott, she still recognized both the Days family and also her Y&R family. And I thought that was also sweet too, that she went up with the Young and the Restless family as well when they won Best Drama Series. Another Y&R actor, or I should say now former Y&R actor, now went to Billy Miller, which I kind of thought that was that was a unanimous one. I mean, first off, you also have three other actors from the same show in this category as well. I kind of also would have thought maybe Christian LeBlanc would have been nominated as well with the whole Carmine storyline. But again, Billy Miller just tugged you at the heart, playing a father going through everything changing from losing his daughter to a grieving father, just going off of emotions. So, congratulations to Billy Miller. I know General Hospital, they're going to make him win another Emmy again and probably maybe bring the show up, especially when they have both Billy Miller and Michelle Stafford on the show. Outstanding supporting actress in a drama series went to, and I can never pronounce her name right, Amelia Heinle. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm screwing your name up. But that went to her, Amelia, for Victoria in Young and the Restless. Again, being kind of thrown in with the whole Delia Death storyline. I think that's what kind of made it stood out. I would have been. This is actually where I actually had someone else be nominated that actually would have won, I should say, and that would be Elizabeth Hendrickson, because she put out all emotions out on really much out on the set, um, as playing Chloe as a grieving young mother, and also too because in real life she doesn't have any children in real life, so that was really difficult for her to do. I remember her saying in some of the soap opera episodes. So actually, that's who I actually had winning. But again, I'm glad to Amelia won as well, because she was actually my. It was actually a tie, really. It was. I had Elizabeth winning the category, but then I had a tie between Melissa Claire Egan as well. Um, yeah. Going on to Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series, I had this one in the bag. Eric Martov from Days of Our Lives. Even though I think that he really, so I kind of really saw his potential, starting when he was playing Ethan on Passions. Yeah, I hope you remember the soap opera Passions, Once Upon a Time Ago. That was on NBC. But yeah, um, I think too, Steve Burton. I think too, he may be nominated again next year. Again, I really wasn't feeling Steve Burton just yet, because he had just gotten on the show and they kind of threw that storyline right at him. But with Grady Black, we've kind of seen the storyline kind of being having its evolution. So if anything goes maybe, well, I would probably see Steve Burton winning this category next year, especially if it is revealed that, well, it is probably revealed, it's going to be revealed that Dylan is really Paul's son. So that'll be interesting to see. We can also might see another win too by Doug Davidson as well. So we'll see. Outstanding Younger Actress in a Drama Series went to Hunter King as Summer Newman on Young and the Restless, which I kind of thought she was going to win because she also did have an intense storyline throughout the summer about the whole paternity thing, and then dealing with her, and then her mom being in the coma. Um, I'm really glad for Hunter King too because of all the drama she's been through off stage with her and Mike Muni. Did he did he grope her? Did he not grope her? I don't know, but I'm just glad that she's able to just excel and kind of put that past behind her right now. Um, yes, I'm really glad that she won. I'm also really glad that my choice for Outstanding Younger Actor won as well, which is Chandler Massey, who plays Will in Days of Our Lives. Well, now he's formerly known because he's not there on the show anymore. I also kind of had Max, who plays Finmore on Y&R, again dealing with the whole Carmine situation, father-son duo. But I'm glad that Chandler won. Again, that's kind of great to kind of leave the show knowing that you won back to back to back daytime Emmys. I'm going to kind of skip through. I'm actually going to skip through the children's portion because again, I missed the first part of the daytime Emmys, and I have to say I apologize for the way I'm looking right now. I just came from the gym, and I'm kind of going over like different hairstyles, what I should wear my hair at least until Wednesday because I'm going to get all of this natural hair ironed out. But I'm actually loving my afro, my curly afro right now. Anyway, again, I'm getting off topic here. Let's go back to the categories. We have Outstanding Game Show that went to Jeopardy. I'm really surprised that Let's Make a Deal didn't win because I've seen lots of improvements of Let's Make a Deal from when he first started, Wayne Brady first started. And I think that when they first started, didn't they used to like tape it at the Tropicana in Las Vegas? Someone correct me on that if they didn't do it. But I thought that when they filmed it at the at the Tropicana Las Vegas, there were a lot of limits that they had, probably too with the staff of that hotel. All right, Outstanding Talk Show Informative went to Steve Harvey. Kind of awkward how that happened. Mo Waka was the presenter, and he thought that none of Steve Harvey's people was there. Steve Harvey, of course, was a no-show because he's probably out promoting Think Like a Man too this weekend. Kind of awkward too how that went when finally it was determined that there was somebody from the show, that there were some people from the show that would be accepting his award. So again, also too, another thing that kind of irked me was the seating arrangements. That just really irked me to death. I'm like, why are you having people that are nominated sitting way, way, way far back when they should kind of be, if not sitting up front where the Young and the Restless table was, kind of maybe sitting midway. If someone's nominated, they need to be sitting kind of towards the stage because they don't know if they might win. And it just took like forever for those people, for nominees who won, that sat far, far, far back to get to the front to get the awards. So that was another thing that kind of I didn't really like. Okay, so Outstanding Talk Show went to Ellen DeGeneres, who wasn't there, but her production team was there as well. And I'm really, really loving Ellen DeGeneres right now. I love her positivity because she just brings love. She brings joy to not only some of the guests that have faced or are going through challenges right now, but also to the audience. It's like being at a party, and I would definitely like to go to be at a taping for her show. Outstanding culinary program went to The Mind of a Chef. Have no idea what all the categories are because, again, I do not have cable at all. I'm doing good with my local programming and Netflix and Hulu. And that's all I need. The People's Court winning for Outstanding Courtroom Program. I believe, yeah, Judge Millian. She's the current judge right now. Definitely having a nice twist compared to the former judges of the past, like Wapner, even Judge Judy's husband, who was briefly a judge for a moment. Oh, and I forgot, Ed Koch was a judge too on Who Was Caught in the 90s. Rest in peace to the former New York City mayor, by the way. We also had 3 new categories that dealt with Spanish programming. And it's also a sign of the times that TV is now becoming more diverse, especially for Hispanic households. Um, I'm not surprised. I don't think, if I'm wrong, quote me on it, but Hispanics have overtaken African Americans in the minority sector. So you can definitely see that change being felt everywhere on TV, and just anywhere you go too. Like even at the grocery store, I went to the store tonight, and they had, of course they have like the ethnic foods section, but even if like you're looking for like for the aisle, like okay, here's the dairy aisle, they also have it in Hispanic as well. So for the Outstanding Entertainment Program in Spanish, quote me on this, I think it went to Destinos, or maybe, yeah, Destinos. Again, this was something that I missed due to the fact that I was getting my workout on. And then we also have the Outstanding Entertainment News Program. I only caught one of the winners because this was a tie, and this was actually the first time that they have an Outstanding Entertainment News Program, which I would have thought they would have had done this years ago, especially with all the tabloid TV shows in the 90s. Y'all remember Hard Copy, A Current Affair? I know those are like the main 2 that are sticking out, but congratulations to Entertainment Tonight that won. And for the other show, whether it be E! News, Extra, TMZ, Access Hollywood, congratulations to you as well. Please let me know, by the way, who did actually win, and I can update this as well. So that was it. That was the Daytime Emmys. Pretty much everything was kind of thrown in together within the hour. Again, it's 10:43 right now as I end this video, and we will probably be towards at least the Outstanding Lead Actor and Lead Actress, and then going on to Best Drama. Give me your thoughts on the Daytime Emmys. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think there should have been more fan appreciation? Oh, and by the way, before I do go, congrats to Juliana Rancic for winning the Fan Favorite Choice Award at the Emmys as well. So we kind of did have a little bit of fan participation, but if we at least have some fans in the stands during the event, or even having like pairing a fan with a soap star presenting the award, that'll be pretty cool as well. I just feel like there's really no fan participation at all. Pretty much the participation we get is by tweeting with each other. So that's it of my review of the Daytime Emmys, the quick, abbreviated Daytime Emmys. And also let me know, do you really like that this the whole streaming thing? You think it's best too because they can say that all the awards really quick? Or do you prefer, kind of a longed out version of the Daytime Emmys with some singing, some entertainment going on as well, rather than just getting to the awards and ending it, at 10 o'clock? So let me know, please, please, please. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter. My handle is @WhoaIt'sReesy, WHOAITSREESY, like the Reese Cup. And I will do my best to follow you back. Actually, I've kind of unfollowed several people who don't even tweet as much, just so I can have new followers as well. Also, too, if you're on Instagram, that same handle that I gave you for Twitter, That's also my handle for Instagram as well. But I do have the 317 representing Indianapolis because I'm a Midwestern girl, if you can see my shirt. All right, well, hope you have a great rest of the week. First week of summer, almost the 4th of July. Yay! And I will talk to you later. Bye.